situation is. We're going to put some more water in there. It's all nice and boily, bubbly. Okay. So those are, and you know, I mean, look at that. Egg bites, just like Starbucks. I'm going to go ahead and cut into one of these. Give a little taste and see. Mmm. Mmm. Hot. But delicious. Mmm. Very good. I don't know if I can get it up there. Yeah, I don't want to leave it on that paper towel. There we go. So when I get all done with everything, I will have a warm breakfast to eat. That's a good one. And that one. Perfect. That one's stuck just a tad, so maybe just, and you kind of want to do it at a distance so you don't, yes, I did just burn my arm on the egg bite machine, of all things. So I'm going to get about 4 or 5 waffles and about 5 egg bites. So, you know, it's so hard to just cook for one person. Oh, and that one's going to overflow for sure. But, so I try to cook meals that we have, you know, the leftovers can go in the freezer. All of this can go in the freezer, and I can just take it out and pop it in the microwave anytime I want. You know, I could make 20 of these and 20 of those and store them in the refrigerator, or I mean the freezer, and just take them out as I go. Which is not a bad idea, but still got plenty of water in there. Those are definitely not ready yet. This one has a little chunk of butter on the top. So I think the butter was not a good idea. Just kind of made it a little too moist. But the oven is going to dry that out, so it'll be fine. But next time I wouldn't put butter in it. And I brought out I wanted to show you some of my salt and pepper collection. So I think I've showed a few of them before. So these I've showed. Oh dear, now I dropped pepper all over. At least it wasn't the salt. So these ones I've showed. I got those from a Denny's years and years and years ago. And these are my fancy set. And of course, and I'm obsessed with anything that'll shake. And then I have this set, which I absolutely love. I got this at like a street yard sale or Value Village or something like that. And then I have my dishes, one for salt, one for pepper. If I'm cooking a lot that day, I will just pour it in there. And then these two are ones that I don't really use. Let's go back to this and see what we're doing. Okay, so now I think breaking them up like that was a good idea because you get the uncooked yolk from the middle out to the edges. So yeah, I'm going to do it like that. And this one has butter on the top, so I definitely want to get that butter out of the top. There. Okay, that one might take a little longer. All right, and we'll check on the water. Oh, we are almost out of water. Goodness gracious. Let's not run this thing out of water. Burn it up. All right. Check this. Oh, well, you know, I'm going to leave it on there for just a tad bit more. So this set I got from my father, my stepfather, when he passed away. And then this set I got from my mother, which, can you imagine how old do you think these are? These came from the 60s. I love them. So that's not my complete set, but so far that's what I've ran across. But I do love salt and pepper shakers. Unfortunately, I drop them quite often like I did, and now I have pepper all over the place. All over the place. Oh, Skippy, I'm making too much noise in here. I've already dropped a couple of tea saucers out from that cabinet when I was pulling this out. Just crash and boom. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm crashing and booming over here. All right, so I'm going to let those go a little longer. And this, however, is done. Yep, oh, that's perfect. Okay, so put that in the oven with the rest of them. Nice. Another one. I think I probably have maybe 3 more in here. We're going to do that one like that. Maybe just a tad bit more. I don't want to overflow it. I may have overflowed it. Oh well. I want it to be a complete circle, but not coming out the edges. This thing is kind of cool. I also bought one of those little donut. It has like 5 donut things. And I gave that one to my daughter. And then I have a sandwich press. And I don't really use that. I don't see the point. The grilled cheese or peanut butter and jelly. I've done a couple of peanut butter and jelly ones, and they're pretty good. But I'd rather just make it and cut the crust off it. You know what I mean? And I have a crust cutter, so I can cut the crust off my bread. I don't like the crust on my bread. Look at these kind of grew. And I think I'm just going to put them right into, kind of fell apart a little bit, right into the oven. Right on the thing, straight into the oven there. Oh yeah, that's delicious looking. That in the oven. Move that over. There we go. And we probably got one more in here. So we're gonna go ahead and pour that on this side. It's not quite to the line, but it's close. So we got 5 egg bites out of 5 eggs. 1 to 1. Yes, that's cool. Yeah. Water in there. I should just wait for it to go, because you don't want to overflow the water thing. And I did overflow this one here. Let's push it down. It's popped up. Now it's not going to brown very good. It'll still get done, but it won't brown very good. All right. Well, this is quick and easy. Maybe I will try. I think what I'm going to do is just make myself a a mega pint of iced coffee this morning. So I won't have any hot. I'll just have cold. Like I said, I tried a hot cup this morning at about 3:30, and it just did not taste right. These, however, are delicious. My goodness. Oh. Couldn't have gotten closer to Starbucks. Right, you know? Could not have gotten closer. Definitely. And I'm thinking you could steam, whatever. You got 2 little cups to steam stuff in. For a person that lives by themselves, or a person that lives where they don't have access to a stove or an oven, these things are amazing. Yeah, and they're tiny and they're easy to pack and easy to. All you have to do is have a place to plug them in. They should make battery operated ones, or solar powered ones that you don't have to plug in. But I don't know. I think if I was homeless, I keep thinking about what would I do if I was homeless? Well, first of all, I would not be homeless without a car. And second of all, I would not be homeless in the state of Washington. Why on earth would you want to be homeless at one of the most expensive states? So, Washington State is just as expensive as Hawaii. Not the touristy places in Hawaii, but I mean, if you're going to be homeless, you don't want to be in the touristy places. You want to be somewhere in the rainforest by yourself. Living on bananas and coconut for good. Pineapple. Well, bananas and coconut for sure. All right, that is still cooking, and this one is. So, like I said, if it opens, it's probably done. I'm not sure it's not opening when it should, though. So this one seems stuck. There we go. See, yeah, it's done. And it didn't want to open. And it doesn't really want to come out. Okay, that's a well done one. I like that one. That one's going to be good. And I think I'll just give it a little spray. And I think, we might have even one more. Yeah, we sure do. We still have one more. Oh my gosh. How many do I have in the oven already? 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This probably needs to be broken up. Where's my, there it is. Yeah, oh my God, these egg bites look so good. And yeah, they're gonna be delicious. All right, so shut that one back up for another minute or two. Water. We are running out of water. And I think that's what this is for, is to put water in there. I shouldn't have used my bottled water for this. I'm trying to conserve on water and it's not working. But I won't drink this. And I won't be using bottled water on this anymore. I mean, that was just stupid. And I put way too much batter in there and it's coming out. Oh, you can see it coming out even right there. Wow. So I've been doing this for almost 40 minutes. I don't know how you guys make these little tiny videos and not, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to do it. All right, so I don't think we're gonna need those anymore. Just get this scraped so I can use all this batter. I might even have 2 more in here. No, I think so. This is not quite done yet. And plenty of water in there boiling, making noise. I love this little thing. It's been in my closet or in my cabinet for, God, I think I bought that 1.5 years or so ago. A couple of years ago. I bought it a couple of years ago. And I only used it like twice, and then I thought, and I tweak recipes and stuff in my head, and then I come back and try that. So like the last time I didn't cut the veggies small enough, and I was just getting these overpowering bites of green pepper and stuff. I'm for a 3-bite item, or 2-bite item. And so I realized you really got to fine leach, and I reached my goal today. I'll tell you, these are delicious. Can't wait to have one. I might just have that one. I might just eat that one. I think I will. I'll put it on here when it gets done. Might be done. The one thing is it doesn't really brown it. However, I do have that browning plate that I could heat it. You heat it up in the microwave, and you could like cook bacon on it. It's a microwavable hot plate, and I love it. And I think this would be perfect. I'm gonna try it because these are still in the oven. And I'm just gonna turn this over, and it's falling apart. And I think the reason it's falling apart is because I'm breaking it up. Had I not done that, it wouldn't be all like falling apart like that. See how it's all? But that's fine. I mean, it's not going to change the taste. But I wouldn't mind this a little brown. So if I say I had that plate hot and ready to go, then unplug this. Oh boy, woo! It is hopping hot. So I'm going to try it with this egg. Whatever I did to that, boy, I really got the taste down. Perfection. Okay, here it is right here. And again, I've had this thing for years. Years and years and years. I need to wipe it off. Being down in there, we're going to wash it. Being stowed away like that. So, yeah, this is a microwavable hot plate. And I absolutely adore it. And see how it's washable? The whole thing is washable. And what you do is you put it in the microwave and heat it up. And then, make sure we get all that soap off of there. And then you could put bacon or a grilled cheese sandwich, a steak, hamburgers, whatever. You just heat it up, heat the plate up, and then, of course, you put the plate and the food back in the microwave and keep microwaving it. But see the bottom of that? That has, that's where the hot plate part of it is. And then this is where you would, so we're going to put this, we're going to heat it up first so I can show you how it sizzles. It might be a little big for this microwave. That's how long it's been since I've used it. I just recently found it though. Okay, so we're going to put it in for about a minute. I'm going to have one more after this one. Yep, I'm going to have one more after this one. Okay, so now I have to get my glove because it's going to be hot. I think you only have to heat it for a minute. I really do. I think it's only a minute. I mean, we're talking about the microwave here. So I grabbed it with this, but oh yeah, it's definitely hot. So we're gonna put this egg on here. See if we can. Oh, did you hear the sizzle? Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be so good, right? And I don't think I'm even gonna have to put it back in the microwave. It is sizzling really good. I'm sure you guys can hear that. I'm going to see if I can get it closer so you guys can hear the sizzle if I don't make it a mess. I should have oiled the plate too, and I didn't. So I'm just going to set it aside there and spray a little of this oil on it. But if you do invest in one of these, it's a good investment, but you just need to be very careful that you know when it's hot, because scrape that goodness out of there. So I can put it back in the microwave and heat it back up, and I think I'll do that and see how it comes out. And don't burn yourself. And when basically the base of this is not hot. I don't know if it ever got hot. And then I just take this part and take a paper towel and dry it out, because you don't want the little pieces of egg that may have fallen down under there to be in there and have it dirty next time you pull it out, you know? But I'm going to probably do it again, yeah. I think I'll cook them a little longer next time. See if they could brown inside this thing. All right, so that's ready to be put up after I washed its parts and get its parts together. Oh, you know what? I'm wrong about the handles being hot. Now, underneath is hot, and on top is hot. The handles are not hot. I mean, what was I thinking, right? What I want to try and do is just flip it and see if I can show you that it's browned. Oh, man. You know what? These eggs are delicious. I think I might put the rest of them on this plate and scramble them. Wow. It's very hot too. This would have been something perfect to put the food on to keep it warm as well. It's a hot plate, you know. Come on, there we go. Oh, come on. There we go. That's a good one. I like the well done ones. Okay, this should be our last one. Maybe. I think we're close enough to call it. Yeah. We are close enough to call it. All right, so there's the last one of those. So when I got this, the underneath part of this lid is had like some brown embedded in the plastic. I don't know, it's still there, but it's the weirdest thing. And it's in the plastic. I can't get it off. It's in the plastic, and it was there when I opened the package, for sure. So I don't know what happened there. All right, so that's done. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because yummy seems delicious. Man. All right. I don't know, maybe not. The one with pepper on it looks pretty darn good. Some pepper on these ones too. Yeah, see, next time they'll go directly on one of these hot plates out of the machine, out of the egg making contraption, and then it'll go in the microwave. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, don't even need it. But don't touch underneath, that is hot. This might make a little bit of a rattle. Overfilled yet again. And I can freeze these, and I just don't want them to have any excess moisture in there. So gotta flip them over. See, there's moisture on the pan, on the paper. Like that. Okay, so we're going to put a new one in there. And we're going to set these in the oven again to stay warm because I'm not ready to eat yet. So, and we got one more coming as well. They are sizzling, sizzling, sizzling. They're not browning though. Don't know why. I'm not going to cook them anymore. I'm just going to eat them like this. They're good as they are. But I mean, they taste exactly like. And they're very hot. Yeah. Starbucks version of the eggs. Okay, I think we could put these on a plate because I'm not going to cook them anymore. They're not overcooked and they're delicious. I just don't want to overcook them. So, and this one that fell apart because it was was not done right. All right, so that's done. And yeah, so these egg bites, they're delicious. Look at that. Nice, hot, steamy. Some peppers, onions, and egg whites. Yummy. Mm. Very, very good. Mm. There. The light went on. It's a little overdone, I would have to say. I couldn't get it open. It was split apart. I should have sprayed it. See, it's splitting apart. That's okay. It's still edible. And I like the well done ones. Okay, I'm going to keep those in the oven. I got something to do before I eat. So I gotta say, the egg bites are delicious. I mean, seriously delicious. And the waffles I already know are good. So I'm just gonna put some butter and syrup on the waffles and eat these egg bites and probably just 1 or 2 waffles. And that'll be a huge breakfast for me. And then I'm gonna come back and make some iced coffee with you guys. Make a pint of iced coffee. So have a great morning, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, you know what I keep forgetting? Please like, subscribe, share it out, and hit that bell notification to all so you can be notified the next time I want to make a fool of myself.